That's all right, Jamal. Whatever. If you want to experiment. But by the way, 5R would probably be much better, like a lot better, like astronomically better. 10R, you could get wiped out pretty. It could happen. You know. Uh, excuse me. Hold on. Shit. Yeah, it's nice to show up the next day with almost all the money you had the day before, and by doing 1%, a really bad luck run, you get over the 3R loss, 4 or 5R, in the worst really situation. You show up the next day, minus 5R from the day before, you can get that back, and then add to that maybe a major losing streak. You're down 25%. Bad, serious situation, after a week. Well, that's a huge loss, on capital, as far as capital is concerned, but it's still manageable. Around 5%, 5R for your risk, or 10R for your risk, very dangerous. But again, if you're risking a smaller amount of money of all the money you have, and you're doing 5R with like a smaller amount, technically that's the same as you just compartmentalizing your 1R trading. It's, you know what I'm saying? You're not really doing 10R, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, be careful. Do the math. Work on the math. Be careful. 5R definitely way more recoverable than 10R. And 1R so safe. Beautiful capital preservation. Just work every day. Always on building, 5R is more on the sketchy side, but I wish you good luck with that, and you let me know how the results come out. Let's see what happens. All right, we're watching CFVI. Oh, I have to also get the TikTok running, don't I? But the risk on CFVI currently, if it breaks 14, you would have an entrance. For less than $1 of risk, about 70 cents risk. All right, that is that. All right, SPY just broke down again. God. If you want to grab SPY puts today, that might be a good deal. For anybody who's in the VIX play with me, if you haven't already locked that up into a vertical, in case the VIX continues to break to the upside, you want to be locking that into a vertical. And if you're new to that, God bless you, but that just means you sell one more strike level out of the, towards out of the money from where you bought, and that will sort of freeze your position. Yeah. I don't really understand level 3 or verticals, but I got them. I can do them. I got the Uzis in the backyard. I'm ready to go. SPY needs to break 450. Okay. Yeah. Or 450.30, something like that. Even preemptively, but yeah. The key levels on SPY don't exist. It's an index. It's a derivative. So there's not like a psychological level where people place their orders on derivatives like SPY. Or 50, 30, 25, something like that. 30, 450, 30. That's pretty much the low of the day right now anyway. If that breaks, there's potential for further bloodshed. So grab SPY in that case and be ready to cut it on the previous pivot if it doesn't hold. And that previous pivot is 451.80. Well, that sounds good, Jamal. But you do need to take profits on those. Take one off every day at Path of Victory break. Well, that's cool. You rolled them into free. Still got to manage 3 positions. That doesn't mean you hold them until they're worth 0, right? In fact, you could roll them again. You could roll the free positions into a freer position. So anyway, gold. Good morning, everybody on TikTok. How are you? Gold is sideways, so that's at least a decent sign that this isn't a crash. Oil just spiked down right now. That's probably what's dragging the market underneath a little bit of the grinding up progress it was making this morning to $62 a barrel. Rates are moving down to a pretty tasty spot. So, I mean, that technically ought to be good for tech and growth stocks. So growth stocks are probably going to do a little bit better today. Maybe they'll lose less. They're going to do a little bit better today than value stocks. And what else is looking tasty out there? Yeah, I'd like to see how this goes at the open. But you've got SPY puts definitely on the table as a play. I mean, it's testing that level right now. Already broke down once. SPY puts. And by the way, the industrials, Dow industrials, somewhat more sideways. So that's a good sign as well. It's not entirely broad base. Yesterday's high on the VIX was 3260. That VIX will really start to get activated either way as people either pull off risk or put on risk in the options world. We'll see how the VIX goes. And I'll be watching snow for potential 5-minute candle dip buy entrance, similar to like what we did with Zscaler, except Zscaler didn't even go. But yeah, that was a bad market day. And today could be another one. So we'll watch, we don't really want to be doing swings or, big blue chip plays day trade wise on days like this. We want to go where the hype is and the momentum is, stick to that, and don't go over into the battle zone. Stick to what's going to be easy. I can't look at that right now, Matt. Yeah, it would be nice to have another DWAC explosion, but I think what I was saying was another stock like DWAC, and today that's CFVI, it seems. Okay. We've got 14 minutes to the open, and I already got back 1R on CFVI. It's incredible how DWAC is nosediving right now from pre-market highs, but it may activate during the market. So let's see what happens in about 13 minutes here. Apple continually making new lows all day yesterday, pre-market today. So until that stops, turns around, and it can break one or two significant pivots on decent volume and momentum, I will not think that Apple's bottom is in yet. But once it is in, that's when I'm going to buy back my vertical and reconvert my Apple position to a long. Yeah, you can get into CFVI pre-market. Absolutely, Herman. I mean, like, I think over time you'll learn that we definitely do that on these kinds of stocks, especially when they're basing on some of these SPACs, some of the SPAC plays. That makes a lot of sense. Depending on the chart curvature. Anytime CFVI takes a hit, CFVIW saves my ass. Absolutely. Microsoft for long term? Absolutely. That is probably my number one equity long term forever hold stock. The metrics, the fundamentals on Microsoft are just outstanding. And same for Facebook. Facebook's actually looks really great. I would go Microsoft, Facebook, Google, Apple. Put them in that order, as far as fundamental strength. I haven't looked at Trade Desk lately. Ask me again a little bit after the market open. If you guys are new to my live streams, we trade every morning. And if you want to learn more about joining our trading community, just go over to my profile. There's a website there you can go to. So the entry point for CFVI is 14. Somebody just asked. For about $1 of risk, to be safe. So take 1% of your portfolio and divide that by 1, and that's how many shares you can buy. Coming up to it now, 1385, 1387, 1389, 90, 93, 94, 95. We're coming up to 14 level. 14 level doesn't look too stuffed. I think we'll break through the 14 level pretty easily. What will be the why AMZ not on a long list? I don't know, Chowder. You tell me. We got CFVW moving up pretty nicely right now. That's the warrants. And there's the break of 14 on CFVI. $1 of risk to enter right there. On CFVI, you'd be taking profits underneath every 50-cent level, by the way. And on CFVIW, you'd be about now you'd be taking profits underneath every 25-cent level. Roblox is doing good. Well, let me take a look at the daily chart. See how it does today, but it's right at the point where you'd want to cut a position. You mean Amazon, Chowder? AMZN? Talking about? I just feel Amazon is really topped out. I'm sure it's great for the long run, but not as good as for growth as Apple, Google, Facebook, especially Facebook, and Microsoft. Microsoft just plows. It's just fantastic. Oh yeah, I'm getting into Zoom, PayPal. What else have we been averaging into? Facebook, Zoom, PayPal, and there's one other. Twitter. Thank you. Thank you, Bridget. What about Prague? Everybody's saying, what about Prague? But what about Prague? Prague is not Amazon. What the fuck are you talking about? Slow down when mentioning shit stocks. But what about Prague? We're talking about really good stocks here, like companies. If you like Prague, go for it. But just, there's about 100 stocks to get into before you get into that. About Prague. Yeah, why not ask about Clove? What about NVIDIA? Yes, NVIDIA, great too. Yeah, NVIDIA, great. That's a very good one. But not for a lot of the reasons that you hear analysts saying is good for. Yeah, back to the mastery class. All right, you guys, 5 minutes to the market open. CFVI selling off right before the open. Smart money, possibly. Not too confident that, or don't want to risk that CFVI should go up once the market opens. So there's a little sell off here before the open. 5 minutes before the open. 4 minutes before the open now. Everybody on TikTok, if you'd like to join or check out our trading community, you can go over to my profile and there's a website there. It really won't matter if you're getting into Microsoft for the long run, for a forever hold. It really won't matter if you get in now or later or whenever it is. In 20 years, you're going to go, man, you're not going to go, man, I'm glad I got in on, December 2nd at 10 minutes before the market opened. It's not going to make much of a difference. It's a good investment. And save some money to get in more when it goes down. Stock market is not all or nothing. It's a stochastic machine. Okay, cool, man. Tony, sounds good. No, that's not true. And Ford has been moving. What just happened? My Google Home is going crazy. Well, I think it's been listening to me all this time ever since I was talking about the stock. The stock. Okay, that's good. Yeah, well, I mean, that's trading. You can do that with anything. It doesn't have to be Microsoft. Just because you're trading Microsoft back and forth and making money off Microsoft doesn't mean that you can't do that with another stock as well. Doesn't mean that Microsoft is so good. That tells you nothing about Microsoft. Really believe in Microsoft, you don't sell, and you keep it forever. Okay, let's keep focusing here. We've got 2 minutes until the market opens. We're seeing CFVI hold just below the $14 level. $14 breakout for $1 of risk, 13 stop is the appropriate entry if it comes. We're working our way up to it right now, 13.75. I'm also keeping an eye on DWAC out of the corner of my eye. We're watching Snow for a 5-minute entry, CMMB, FAMI, DWAC W, Omer, RLX. I'm also watching IMGN. And SPY puts. If we break 450, 30, SPY puts with a risk to the previous pivot, which is 451.80. What is that? $1.50 of risk. I don't know. You do the math. 1 minute to the market open. Grab your coffee. Tony says, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Grab your coffee and take 2 turns. What does that mean? Is that a British thing? And take 2 turns. Oh, Tums. Tums. Okay, and I never heard that expression either. Start your engines, grab your coffee, and take 2 Tums. Is that something from race car racing? Coffee and Tums. Ugh. Yeah, RJ. I'm with you on that one. I will never start taking Tums. I don't want my tummy to be dependent on that for doing its chemical balancing. I'd rather change my diet than eat Tums. All right, 15. Oh, it does. Seconds to the market open. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and CFVI is breaking a 14 right now. 2, 1. Here we go. All right, there goes CFVI, definitely taking off. 14, right at the open. And it's pulling back already. I'm taking some out here as we have this iffy opening, and then I'll just add more. This is just me, but I'll add more if we start breaking to the upside. Got to see how we hold this $14 level. Oh, here we go. Now we got some movement. CFVI starting to get bought up to the 1438 level. And we're pulling back to 1373, and let's see what kind of support we're finding here. Can we get demand back over 14? Notice how my machine is not going bring, bring, bring. The breakout's not to be found. I'm taking off half of my position on CFVI as we start to tank underneath and to the 1350 level. And I'll go all out at 13.25 if we get there. I'm up 40% on the warrants. I'm going to preemptively get all out on those. I can always go back in. You can always get back in. Don't have to get weird. Don't do weird shit. RJ to tell you that. Like true. It's true. All right, we're getting back up to the 14 level, testing 14, and I'm all out right here, just managing. I've been in since much lower, so but your stop should be 13 if you got in for $1 at 14. That's just me, just letting you know what I was doing. And looking around, CFVI still looks good. We'll see what happens. DWAC is failing. The market's going up. SPY, and Qs are definitely going up. This might be where I release my Apple, but I'm just really not convinced that today's going to be a good day on the market. CFVI crapping out, exit. CFVIW going to follow suit, exit. Exit Alpha Victor Bravo. So now I can buy to cover a $18 strike that I bought for $9. So I'm up 50%. My Apple low strike. Does look like we're getting a little pullback on Apple, so I'm going to wait on that. I'm watching it. Suspect. IGC is going wild over on the system over here. Let's see what's going on with that. IGC. Oh, it's halted. IGC is halted, and we're looking at it in the first halt here. It is a sub $3 penny stock. Honestly, those do not trade wonderfully. Keep an eye on that now since it's halted. What made up for Omer, Chris? CFVI. Yeah. VIX is rising. SPY puts. Get ready on those SPY puts. 450, 25-ish. Going to be the breakdown on SPY. Also, BBLG, says Todd. Halt it up. BBLG. Okay, yep, watching both of them. And SPY bounced off the bottom there. Like SPY's bouncing off the bottom. Kirk and DCTH also halted. Check out DCTH. That was a really wacky chart. It's A little early for the 5-minute candle entry on snow, but snow is coming up. No. Halted to the downside. Kirk. We'll be coming out of the halt in 41 seconds on IGC. Jinx. BFRI halted. And the VIX rips down to beneath 30 now. And SPY popping pretty strongly. I'm not sure if there was a report coming out or what. IGC trading again. Looks like it's selling off when I start to see a flurry of demand. There we go, 5% in. Getting in, 156 breakout is what we're looking for. All right, averaging in a little more. If this can go for a second run, second pop, IGC. Holding the 150 level. I'll size down if it starts to fail, the 150 level. Yeah, I'm getting 50% out and all out as we head down to the 130 level. Not interested. Cancel. Okay. What's going on? Am I already all out? Okay, there we go. My system was acting a little funny. Okay, I know what's going on. All right, so anyway, IGC not happening. We're out of the halt on BBLG. There's not a lot of volume going on, not a lot of interest over there. I'm going to switch that over to BFRI. I'll be coming out of the halt on that in about 1 minute. That'll give me time to close this other position. Okay. On VIX puts, like we threw a huge party and you and me were pouring like 8-ounce shots. That's funny, Alex. But of course, that's what's going to happen, Alex. That's what's going to happen, man. So just keep holding. All right, I do believe I'm going to release my Apple vertical here. I'll get back in because the tech market is pretty strong. I'll get back in if I'm wrong, if we break low of the day. So that's the plan on Apple, releasing my vertical pretty much right now. Already gave back $60, but out of 1,000, not too bad. All right, 20 seconds. We coming out of the halt on BFRI. We coming out of the halt. We be coming out of the halt at in about 40 seconds. 20 seconds rather on BFRI. Ready for you, BFRI. Here we go, and coming out now. And it did not come out of the halt at the right time, so they're still resolving order imbalances. It's indicated to open up almost $1 more. Like it's a huge amount. I think it's 20%. It's indicating to open up 20% higher than it halted at. There's quite a bit of demand going on, BFRI. Maybe some news just hit. I don't know, because it was trending down for a while back there. All right, SPY. Do your thing. SPY is up and over important pivot, indicating a pretty strong bottom reversal. And the same has just occurred on the Dow, and it's in spades in tech. Tech doing fantastic. Tech is over 4 significant pivots. Tech leading us out of this bottom at the moment. XLK, if you want to get a piece of that, or QQQ. All right, we're waiting for the BFRI to come out of the halt. It might not be. It might be news pending. I'm not sure. I don't think it is, but they're just resolving those imbalances, and it doesn't look like they're getting much of a change. It's still up almost 20% from the halt level. Alex, I don't know if you put on a vertical as defensively, but I removed mine now. I'm out of my vertical on the VIX. So I'm letting it run free since this market is acting quite strong, is filling up quite strong, it's being bought up. Yeah, it's just a volatility halt on BFRI. Okay. All right. Well, I'm curious on that one, waiting for that one. CFVI in the meantime, totally chilled. That one's iced. That one's on ice. Omer completely on ice. Snow, yeah, making some more red 5-minute candles. That's what I want to see. I'll try to pick the bottom on snow. That's a pretty significant move on the market. However, we still have a long ways to go. Get where we were out of the hole yesterday. Long ways to go. But the nice thing is we didn't buy those SPY puts because they didn't trigger. And so no money lost there. This is the beauty of, to me, I think that's amazing, the beauty of these trigger levels to get you in and out of your trades. Much better than guessing. We'll do way better following actual rules than guessing. All right, Jamal, way to go. And that was in your small account and a free ride, right? Good job. Or maybe it wasn't in your small account, but it was a free ride. When you buy at halt, you get it at that price right away. You can't buy while the stock is in a halt. Nice try. Yeah. It's halted at 5 right now, but it's indicating it's going to open at 585. You put in an order to buy right now, and it'll just sit there and wait until the market opens at 585, and then it'll buy it at 585. VIX boys. That's great. Now, see, this kind of upward movement, if it were to be followed by some downward movement, yes, the VIX would go up, but then the next upward movement that would be made on the market, VIX would go down further. It sort of like deflates it. Sideways motion deflates volatility. That's the fucking beauty of this VIX play, in my opinion. So long as you bought in the money, and weren't paying for basically premium volatility, then you should be safe. Or buy the 30s, the 32.5s, or the 35s whenever you see something at like 28, 27. We're gonna have to patent this play and put it in the book in a week or two. Now the significant level on SPY to reach would be, it would be nice if we can get up and over the low of 2 days ago. That's just a significant point in history in the last couple days on the market. That's an important level to watch out for. And that level is, let me get you what that is, approximately 456. So we're hoping to get over 456 on the S&P 500 today. And the way tech just went, I think, even if this were to be the top right now, we're pretty safe to go sideways for the rest of the day at minimum. Worst case scenario, we go sideways on this. That was a lot of energy to the upside on the market open. I'm actually surprised Apple didn't move much. I mean, I got out so nice and smooth there. And now I'm gaining on Apple even more. It's pretty cool. Like you can imagine converting to vertical and then taking it off in those situations, sort of like I can't think of a good analogy, but it's like this. You buy an option on Apple. That's a good example because that's exactly what it is. It goes up to 170 like it did. You make a lot of money. You figure that, you don't need to get too greedy. You want to call that the top. Convert to vertical. So you sell one more strike away from your position, from your option, from your call strike or your put strike, and that converts it to a vertical. At that moment, now that it's converted to a vertical, you'll still participate in upside, just only at a 15% level. So in other words, it's 85% freezes your position. You freeze your position 85%. Okay? And if you're right, and if that's the top, in a few hours or days, you'll find out, depending on how you're swing trading it or day trading it, you find out that might be the top, right? And then if you're right, then it starts to fall. But guess what? You don't lose money. You lose some money, 15% of a 100% position. You start to lose a small amount, but it's very small. And then once it's found bottom, then you buy back the vertical option, the strike that you sold to open, you buy it back to close it at a much lower price, capturing the difference in profit on that. You just profited to the downside by selling, right? And it paid for the loss that the option made. So you basically froze it. Now Apple goes up again, you're making money again. So you're actually making more money than the one option would indicate, because you're making money on the upside multiple times that way. But you got to be good at picking tops and supports and resistance levels. Oh, that's a good idea, Daniel. Yeah, we could talk about that in class tonight. Let me put that down. I've got some topics for class tonight here. I'll also talk about using verticals to keep your positions running. On example, Apple, and to talk about how Jamal should have did that with SPY. Okay, got it. Out of the halt? Oh, right, yes. And it went and hit 625, but it's back for a fight of the $6 level. It's fighting that $6 level. It's losing. It's losing the fight of that $6 level. It's dropping from the 580s now into the 570s, now into the 560s. That got bought up, and we're holding the 570s so far. 570s. Yeah, we're losing the 570s. The battle. I think it's probably going to be hitting the 560s soon here. There's entry on snow, 5-minute candle entry on snow, SNOW, 5-minute candle on snow. Boy, the market's actually acting pretty hot. We're about to get up and over that 456 level, I think. All right, snow, the risk on that is $8, 5-minute candle entry, and it is on fire. That 5-minute entry happening on snow. Had to throw me under the bus real quick there, huh? No, but Jamal, you must have thought about it, right? You're like, wait a minute, should I have did that? Because you could have locked it in, converted to vertical, and just kind of held, see what happens, you know? Turns out in this particular situation, you made the best decision because this market is pulling back really strong. We are buying up this level. We haven't even really had a pullback on SPY yet. I mean, this has just been straight up. And yes, I was going to say this must be institutional buying. Okay, what's next? I want to see if any of my more advanced members can think. So the question is this institutional buying, or is this just retail glee, retail investors glee, or is this institutional buying? How can we find out? How can we know if this is institutional buying? What could we look at? Nope. Okay, get ready on BFRI. Yeah, BFRI is up over the six level. I'm gonna get a starter position going there. No, not dark pool, not volume, not level 2. No, more advanced, a little bit more advanced than that. Probably gonna have to come from experience. Anybody with experience? There we go. Fucking Emma got it because she's so experienced. Emma wins. And what's going on in gold, Emma? What are you seeing? Down significantly. And what does that mean? Can you tell everyone? Institutions are taking their money out and putting it into the market. Correct. You got to think about gold is the ATM machine for big money. Gold is the ATM machine for big money. So in order to confirm whether or not this is, really being bought up by the smartest of the smart money, you need to look at the ATM machine. And gold is precipitously dropping, really strong. I mean, you should take a look at it. Here it is. It's on my chart now, on the middle right here, significantly dropping. So that's it. I mean, this is a institutional support level we hit. They're not letting this get away from them. I finally used the word right. I did. Gold is dropping precipitously. We'll have to let Jackson know that we used the word correctly. Yeah, here we go. 456. And it's a rally. It is just a solid rally. Look at gold dumping. And honestly, I feel like the VIX should be getting under 27 by now. The VIX is not, people are not releasing their options fast enough. So what we're going to need to see is SPY pull back a little bit and then come back up and re-break out. That's going to freak out people who are short. Right now they're like, this is ridiculous. It can't hold, So then it's going to go the other way. Let them take some profits, so 20% of them will get out, and then it starts to curve back up, break out again to the upside, and right then the remaining 50% of people who are in the market for volatility get out, and you'll see that VIX drop. So this could be in like 45 minutes, you'll see the VIX drop. All right, there goes BFRI, trying to get over, up and over, and break out. There's the breakout. All right. Next level is 7 to test. But right now we're looking to see if we can get through 640. There we go. 644, 645 high. Oh no, what have I done? This account has no available buying power. Nah, that's just because I got into BFRI's halting to the upside. Yes. Oh man. Oh, and now it's coming down after the halt pretty strong. What are you doing to us, BFRI? You just showed us you can do it. Wow, what a whipsaw on BFRI. We haven't seen that for a while. Okay, we are struggling with the $6 level right now. It looks like that battle not holding, but that was really something there for a moment as we hit the halt level. And now we're back down into the 580s. BFRI, you almost had us celebrating. Just like 17 more seconds. Okay, I'm all out of BFRI. Just give us 17 more seconds, and we would have been jumping the dance of victory. And now it's halting to the downside. When it dropped, did you hit return? No, you didn't. Thank God. Oh my God. Yeah, that one hurt quite a bit because I was getting in around 630 average, and then got rug pulled down to about had to exit at 6ish. No, BFRI completely whipsawed back around on us. Yeah, that's too bad. That's terrible. 340 is the stop out level on snow if that happens. But this is anytime VIX is over 20. Anytime VIX is over 25, really terrible. Anytime VIX is over 30, extremely bad. You can just sit out of the market. Trades have a hard time following through. Swings are nearly impossible. You have to wait till the market calms down. The fear, the craziness, the wildness of the market is just too high at these VIX levels. So that's partially probably what's going on there on snow. Just not enough confidence to push it. But gold just hit a new low of the day. Gold is this is a big screen you're looking at here. Just a portion of a big screen you're looking at here. Raw vegan wannabe. Do you know what's her name? Raw vegan Ravana. Ravana. Do you know Ravana? Anyway, that's a friend of mine. Where did you go, Raw vegan wannabe? Oh, there you are. Friend of me and my wife's. Volatility makes the most money. I would rather take something somewhat in the middle. I would take certainty over volatility any day. You have to think of the VIX as the level of certainty in the market. The lower it is, the more certainty there is. The higher it is, the more of a gamble everything you get into is going to be. So yeah, BFRI halted to the downside. Okay, snow. Snow, you're still in snow. Snow's coming back. Yes, here's that pullback. We need that healthy pullback to release, just like snap release a ton of the people who are betting on volatility on the market and are getting screwed right now as volatility lowers. So right now they're going to be taking some profits or not profits. I mean, they might be minimizing losses, cutting some of those positions. and you'll see the VIX start to decrease. And then when SPY snaps over 456, and it could be in 30 minutes, an hour, we'll see, you know, how SPY reacts to 456. But once that happens, that's going to be that's going to be like a release in the right direction. It's like cutting a rope. 456, important level to get over. Yes, correct, David. Yes. 341 if we break 350, David. If we break 350, the new stop will be 341. Not right now, though. Right now it's 340. New here. You are just opening my eyes. Absolutely, David. Oh boy, you know, there's 1,000 things to learn. Oh, all right. There goes SPY a little bit sooner than I expected, over 456, and all indices and across the board, the entire market responding quite strongly right there to that moment. Now that's a typical max move on SPY lately. The ATR on SPY has been about $6 on average every day. So we're at it right now. We're at the typical max move of the market. So you could expect things to range from here, or you could realize that maybe we're in a higher volatility environment, and maybe we'll see more like a 1.5 max move. So another like 2.5 points to the upside, maybe 458, 459. Thanks, RJ. Yeah, let him know about that. David, RJ's recommending that you check out my market mastery training videos. There you go. RJ just gave you the link. And then for those of you over on TikTok or wherever you are, if you're not in our trading group, come check it out. All you got to do is go over to my profile or click the link wherever it is over there. It's there. Go over to my profile and you'll find the website. Go check it out. It's free to check it out. Yeah, I was telling RJ that I went from woohoo to whoa on what was that? BFRI, you know, right there. It was like, wow. I mean, we were 10 seconds away from maybe 5-10 seconds away from halting. And I'm like, woo! And whoa. It's felt a little differently. So yeah, the market may be reacting to max range right now. And we might go on in a 30-minute, hour and a half consolidation session now. But that was good. That was a good move at the open of the market with confirmation. Yes, snow. Now moving up. What we really want to see on snow, David, and everybody who's in snow, is for it to move back to the open. We want to see it get up and over the open, which they typically do if they've got analyst upgrades high to the upside. If they do get up and over the open, then you can expect it to potentially run all day or up to some certain high that we can nail with the path of victory method. Yeah, DWAC coming up. DWAC is coming up, went over to the open. and potentially may break over 60 if it continues. We really needed to break over 58. Have any confidence in that trade? Sketchy up till that point. Yeah, kind of. That's what happened to me, RJ, too. I was like, all right, we're halting. We're gonna halt, so we'll just stick around here and sit back. Whoa! And then it just like moved. I'm like, what? My hands were not even on the buttons fast enough. Bitcoin moving its way up to 58,000 now on a little bit of this market confidence somehow. That's moving Bitcoin up as well. Jamal, playing the market is like surfing. This is why your 5R thing is probably not going to work. You get what you get. And you stop saying, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. You show up and you surf the waves. You take what the market gives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need to calm the fuck down, in my opinion. You need to slow down. I mean, your friends are going to be broke soon, and you're going to be one of them if you're not careful. Fucking, there's Jackson. Jackson just showed up. Listen to Jackson. He'll tell you. I mean, I've been listening to you, Jamal, for like the last week, and I haven't been saying anything to take the wind out of your sails or the joy out of your, out of what you're doing. But yeah, you're be one of the casualties. And you might not think so. And you might be okay with that. But that's all bullshit that you're telling yourself that's just stupid. And you'll learn that in time. You'll see. Trust me. Maybe it'll take 10 years. And then you'll go, God damn it, he was right. I should have just kept all my money because look at me now. I would have had so much more money if I didn't blow 25% of my capital in the beginning, stuff like that. Okay. So anyway, I'm on your side, you know it, but I'm restraining myself because I know where you are. You're in a mode where you want to try out some stuff, and that's fine. That's fun. But I've seen it before. Well, it's nice to see you, Jackson. We were talking about gold earlier. It was having a precipitous drop, and we finally were able to use that word correctly. Yeah. Uh, well, there's two ways it can confirm, Alex. Right? We don't even talk about the second one, but yeah, we'd like to see it break high of the day. That's what we like to look. That's the confirmation we're looking for at the moment. Yep, uneventful day. Good. Sitting on your hands. Good, Matt. Yeah, good. Good for you. And snow pulling back. I mean, quite the saw, back and forth whipsaw, back and forth on snow. Just doesn't want to follow through. All right, you guys, this market is very interesting. Be careful, watch yourself at every juncture, every turn. I'll see you in the Discord. But that's definitely the morning momentum is over as of like 10 minutes ago. And there might be another wave coming. So we'll see. But that's definitely the morning session. Yes, class tonight for members. Here comes BFRI. I can't get over VWAP. Class tonight for members. See you there. Be square. For anyone new considering joining the trading community out there on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you are, Twitter, wherever you're watching from, if you come join for free today, you can find the link in my profile or below. Then tonight I'll be able to see you in class. So class tonight, and we'll be having like a 1, 2, 3 hour class discussing some beginning and advanced topics, a mixture of the whole range of things. It's going to be fun. We might go over L2, not sure, level 2. Not sure, because for that, I'd also like to prepare some videos, possibly, of what to see, because it's really about watching the motion. But we'll see. I'll probably talk about it. All right, see you guys in class tonight. Have a good one.